Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and very good evening to my lecturers, Sir Muhammad Rizwan and my fellow friend. My name is Muhammad Sahal bin Zahri and this is my group members Nur Alia Usna binti Rosli and Nur Aziatul Akmal binti Muhammad Azmin. Today we would like to present our project. The title is Record of Employee System. Okay, next. So our problem statement is we find that the club find it's difficult to record the entire name of the employees and print the list in the alphabetical order. Besides, the company give an increment 10% of basic salary for the existing employee. Therefore, we want to improve the programming that will save the record employee details in the same file automatically. So in this project, we is also involve the organizational structure of the worker, description of the project background, the purpose we do this project, the scope of record of this employee system. The algorithm that we use in the flowchart such as name, department, and salary. Finally, we also show the function, loop, array in this project. So next, the objective we do this project is to help the management of the company to become more systematic. Why I say systematic? This system can be accessed everywhere using a portal that has been created. This system also consists tasks such as recruit new employee, calculate the salary, organize job department, print the list in alphabetical, and calculate the existing employee salary. Furthermore, they also give the company more advantages in reducing costs and time to the company. Besides, the company clerk can use this system by online system. So by using this system, the club company can record the entire employees data easily and at everywhere. So next. So this is our structure. So our supervisor is Sir Muhammad Rizwan bin Muhammad Razali and project manager is Nur Aziatul Akmal binti Muhammad Azmin and database designer is Nur Alia Usna binti Rosli and the programmer is Muhammad Sahal bin Zahri. Everyone have their specific task to do. So I will pass to the next presenter to present about the flowchart. I will pass to Alia Usna. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Sahal. Next, I will explain the flowchart of our system. Based on our flowchart, in general, our project is including the input, the user input, the nested loop condition, the operation, and also the output. So to start with, our project required to record the employee's name, their department, the employee status, and also the current salary. So we have decided to use the array in order to store all the value to make it more organized and also easy to display. And then we declare the name, department, status in the string format, while the salary in double because there will be a decimal point in the salary. After we finish declare all the variables, we use for loop for the name, department, status based on the user input. This is because we will store all the data in the array that we declared before. Okay, next, after the program finishing reading the name, the department, status, it will enter the conditional statement according to the department entered and also to determine the basic and increment salary for the employee. Okay, and then once the salary is calculated, we proceed to the next condition. which is what is the current status for the employee. Okay, in here we put that if the employee is a new employee, it will show it will only show the basic salary, while if the employee is the existing employee, their increment will be displayed. Lastly, after the loop finishing, follow the number of the N that we declared before. The program will display all the employee details before the program terminated. So that's all for the flowchart. Okay, next we go to the coding. Okay, so here is our coding for this record of employee system. For coding, if you can see the flow, it is the same as the flow chart that I explained just now. But in coding, we decided to use to make function for the final display. For the function, we decided to use 9 return function, which is void, as we don't want to return any value since their task is only producing the output. For the void display function, we put all the required variables like the N, department, status, basic salary, increment salary as a parameter. Next, in function, there will be a for loop to ensure all the array are able to be displayed. Here, as you can see, we also use set W manipulator as to set the width of the output in our system. Okay, later on you will see how our details are performed aligned to the right. Okay, and then we enter the main body. Okay, in the main body, it is the same. It is the same function that I mentioned earlier, which is we already declare all the data that we want to display, which is the name, department, and status. As you can see here, we put the number of N is 4. So it is easier for the user to change how many stuff that they will want that they want to that they want to display. So we make it like this in order to ease the user. Okay, and then enter the for loop. There is the name. Okay, so here the user will enter their name, enter their department, whether they work for electric, production, IT, or account department, and then they will enter their status, which is new, or they are for existing employee. And then there is a calculation for the basic salary and increment salary. Okay, for the increment salary, it is based on their department and also their status. Like I mentioned earlier, if they are new employee, it will show their basic salary. While if they are existing employee, it will show their increment salary. And then the last one. Okay, so after the looping finish, follow the number of N that we declare, the program will display all the employee details before the program terminated. Okay, so that's all from me. I will pass to Aliatul to show the demo on how our system is working.
Okay. Assalamualaikum. Sir, can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, thank you to Adelsna. Now I will show the demo about our system. First of all, we have to enter the employee's name. So let's say I will enter Adia's name and choose the which department she is, like, such as IT, and the status she is a new worker or existing worker. So I will enter the new worker and it will show the basic salary for new worker. And let's say for existing with same department. So you can see the difference between the salary of these two workers, basic salary and increment salary. So let's fill all the data. lastly, it will show the form of table that includes the all detail of employee name, department, status, and salary in a line form that alias mentioned set W. So this is how it works. So based on the demonstration that I have done, we conclude that this system works well and can be used for any company that wants to store the data of employee in their system. Hence, this system can improve their management of company management of company in terms of reducing cost and time management for their clerks to store to list all of the data employee, and it will become more systematic for their company. So that's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. So you present in 10 minutes. So that's good. Uh, for group presentation, there's no bad feedback because all of you can deliver your system very well. Okay. Basically, for the requirement, you have most of the requirement that we need that I listed before. So okay lah. There is no any correction. You can submit your report after this class. Okay.
Report and the slide ke report je sir?
Reports and apa tu C++ program.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
thank you sir.
Alright, thank you,
Thank
sir.
you, sir.
Okay, your turn. So next.
Sekejap ya, sir.
Okay.
Tak boleh nak present.
It's okay, I present.
Okay.
Can you guys see the slides already?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Assalamualaikum and a very good evening to Sir Ridwan and my classmates. I hope everyone is in a good condition of health. I am Rojana and with my three others group member, Nur Kistina, Hanis Atira and Siti Farah Zulkarnain. We will be presenting our mini project entitled Car Rental Program.
For the introduction for our car rental program is based on a concept to maintain rental short period of time and generating total charge. This program is developed to overcome problems regarding the manual system. In our program, firstly, user has to pass through the login system where they have to enter the correct password. Next, in the menu, three car brand will be displayed on the menu display, which is Asia, Proton, and My V car. After that, user have to go through some procedure, which is they have to enter the driver information and the car rental information, such as their name and number of day they need to rent a car and type of car they need to rent. And lastly, at the final output of the program, the system will calculate and display the customer invoice. Next. There are four objectives that why we are made our car rental program. Firstly, to manage the information about car rental and driver information much more easily as compared to the manual system. It is much more easier to because all the information are recorded in the system. And second, the application are built to produce the manual work because as compared to the manual system, using the program will be much more easier where all the information are recorded and easily to be edited in the program. Next, validate rental car system can be easily to validate we can by using the user satisfaction test to help us to improve whether to update our program or not. And lastly, this program can help user to search for available car much more easier, where they can search in much more flexible time, anytime, anywhere by using by using this program. Thank you.
All right, moving on to our problem set statement. So why do we choose to do this car rental program? Is because in campus, there were several difficulties for students who did not have any transport to go outside their campus, such as it is difficult for them to find rental car in their university areas. So the challenge here for some students is accessing transportation when they need it. Large universities usually provide limited bus service, and in some cases, the charge is free. Um, but other universities provide limited bus service and sometimes even charge a fee or even require students to use public transportation. So to ease this issue, car rental system was introduced. This system is used to collect data of users who wants to rent a car with different choices of brand and rate for renting. Next. So this is our rate for renting and car details. Basically, we provide three types of car and all of them are automatic. For instance, 100 ringgit for Asia Automatic and 120 ringgit for BV and Proton Saga, which is we think quite affordable for students. As a student, renting a car may not be the easiest option, but sometimes it may be necessary. Moving on to the flowchart.
All right, thank you, Jana. So, moving on to the flowchart. So, this flowchart basically will explain the flow of our user, those who want to rent the car out using this system. So, as usual, user they need to before stepping into the main system, a user has to pass through a login system. So basically, they need to enter their name, which the menu will display selective option of car brands to be ran after our user have put in their name. So our system will display car brands to be ran, and then there are three total of car brand that can be ran, which mentioned by Jana earlier, Azia Automatic, Myvi Automatic, and Proton Saga Automatic. So this car, our user can change the car brand according to their will. All right. So after logging in as a user, he or she has to provide a name so that the user can proceed to select the available cars. And then after selecting a car, the system will display car details such as car brand and number of days to be rent. And then after all of these procedures, the systems will calculate the rent and display out customer invoice, which will be presenting the invoice number, customer's number, car model, and also number of days and total to be rent. All right, moving on to the coding, I will pass it to Hanis.
Alright, so this is the coding of our car rental system. It has different variable strings used for the development of it. The features of this program is login system, car selection, and also customer's invoice. Firstly, I will explain about the coding. We use the header to declare the content in this program. Next, in line 10, there is in login. The output will display car rental system, login, and enter the password. The loop function is also involved here as in line 19, so you must enter the correct password to make sure that it displays access granted. In line 39, we use three strings which are string customer's name, string car model, and also string car number. Next, there is void function in line 48. Void function is used to calculate the rental fees. We apply void function because we don't want to return any value. Here, the index and rental fees is 0. In line 53, this is the output once you log in the system. It will display, please enter your name and please select a car. Here, we use the loop function. You can select between A, B, or C. In line 71, if you choose A, the output will display, you have Azure Automatic. But if you choose other alphabet such as D, the output will display invalid car model. Therefore, you must try again and enter the correct one. Other than that, we also use array in our coding, such as in line 73, to declare the price per day of the rate for renting. An array is used to store a collection of data. Then in line 112, there is output that display, please provide following information, which is the number of days you wish to rent the car. In line 118, this is the void calculate. Here, the number of days will be multiplied by 100, for example. Lastly, the output of customer's invoice as in line 133. It will display everything such as customer's name and also the car type. As you can see on the screen, there is input-output manipulator. The function is to set the width of the output to make sure that it is aligned properly. Now, let's run this program and see the output. Christina will explain more about the demo.
All right, I will proceed with the demo of this program. All right, so first of all, our user have to enter the password and then press any key to continue. All right, and then I will enter my name. Sorry. Let me do it again. All right, password, press any key. All right, press any key to continue. And then I'll enter my name. All right, so our program, it will display the car that can be selected. So let's say I want to rent out my V automatic. So I will choose B. So enter any key. All right, so I will enter the number of days I wish to rent the car. Let's say 5 days. Enter. So as at this moment, our system have calculated and displaying the customer invoice, which presenting the invoice number, the customer number, the car type, which is MyV Automatic, the number of days I wish to present, my rental amount, and also my total rental amount. And then press any key to continue. All right, so that's it. That's all from us, sir.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. First of all, duration for your presentation is more than 10 minutes. Next, for your flowchart, have you ever consult the flowchart with me before this?
We already consult during the presentation progress and we change some of it, the symbol and stuff.
Okay, and still have a not a big I'm I'm not saying that mistakes, but you need to um, change in your flowchart. Can you open your flowchart? Okay. Um, as we learned before in flowchart, in condition, the output is either true or false, or in boolean value 1 or 0. So in choose the diamond symbol, right now you have three output, A, B, and C. So that one you need to change that. Okay. Tahu macam mana nak ubah, macam mana nak repair.
We are not sure, sir.
So you need to add another condition, another what we call diamond symbol. You need to settle first two, A and B, and the result we against C. Okay, so you cannot combine those three output in one condition. You need to separate by two, because in condition we only have two output, true or false, not A, B, and C or whatsoever. Okay, so you should change that. Okay, and you need two more detail in your flowchart. For example is number of days. What is number of day? Is it you have some calculation there? And then next symbol calculator. What is calculator? What is calculate? You can calculate what data you need to calculate. The thing like that, you need to more specific on that. Okay, invoice. What is invoice? You display invoice, you get value from the user or what. Okay, so I, as a people outside your group, didn't know what your flowchart is about, because flowchart is like summarize what your system is, okay? What your program develop. Okay, that's the function or the purpose of flowchart. It's like a documentation for your project. Okay, so you need to change a bit for your flowchart, and other part it's fine. Presentation also good. Okay, that's it. After you do some correction of flowchart, you can email me the report, and also file.cpp. Okay, that's all.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so next group.
Everyone can see the slides.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Alright. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and good evening to Sir Ridwan and my fellow friends. First of all, before we go further, my name is Nani Mazlina, and my teammates, my group mate, Nur Faziana and Nur Arisha. Today, we would like to present to you guys about our project that we have choose is hotel billing system. So, yes, what is billing? First of all, billing is a financial accounting that is compulsory for every business organizations, and also especially for small hotel organizations, small hotel industry, in order to compute customers' bills and for services. In addition, computer system is much more faster as well as more accurate compared to the manual systems. Guess the problems. So even now, there is hotels organizations that calculate bills in manual ways, especially for the small businesses hotel, and also calculating bills in manual way is time consuming, and human error also can be have a miscalculations occur, and also can be difficult to know bill record of the particular customers. And in order to solve that problems, we have created a simple uh, hotel billing systems and hotel billing program and for user. Next, I will pass to Arisha for the next.
So thank you, Nani Mazlina. So our aim and objective of this project, we want to develop a simple billing system for admins of the hotel so that they can compute the billing, the customer billing information without doing it manually. And next. So we have three types of room type, and beside the room type is their price per night, and we have discount and add-on for as a service. So we have a deluxe single for 95 ringgit, deluxe queen for 165 ringgit, and deluxe family for 245 ringgit. So all of these discounts are based on how many days that they want to stay at the hotel. Okay, next. So here is the flowchart of our project. So firstly, so the user or the admins will input their customer's name, and we have, as mentioned earlier, we have three types of variables, three options of variable, which is deluxe single, deluxe queen, and deluxe family. And next, the user will will insert the type of room that their customer have choose, and they will insert the amount of days that their customer want to stay at the hotel room. Next, if the days are more than 5 days, the hotel will give 10 discount. If more than 4 days, the discount will be 7%, and if 3 days, the discount will be 5%. If they stay less than 3, there will be no discount. After that, they will insert the breakfast and lunch that for 12 ringgit. After that, it will continue to billing of the total amount to pay by the customer. So lastly, the admin or user will choose either they want to add another information of the next customer or no. Okay, I will pass the presentation to Fabiana for further explanation.
Thank you, Arisha. Now let me see the coding. At the first part, we use function to calculate the total price without discount. And as you can see, there is 3 type of room, which is A, B, and C, with different prices. And then the total price we calculate multiply with the days that the user insert. And then next function is we use to calculate the discount based on the how many days that user insert into the program. If you can see, if 5 days, you will get 10% discount. Next. If 4 days, we get 7%, and 3 days, we get 3%. If you user insert less than 3 days, they will not get any discount. And then the next function is to calculate the additional charges for breakfast and lunch, which is 12 ringgit. Next is the declaration of the variable that we use in this program. You can see it. And then next, first, if we display the name of the hotels. For example, this is Hotel Di Luna, and then if we ask the user to insert the customer name, and then if we ask user to enter the room selection at the A, B, or C, Next, it will compute the calculation, which is called function for the calculation, and for the discount and the price after discount. And next, it will display either the user want to add additional charge such as breakfast and lunch. If users insert yes, it will calculate RM12 ringgit to the total price. And lastly, it will display all the summary of the reservation, which is contain customer names, the total price, the discount, that how many they get discount based on the days that they enter, and the status of additional charges, yes or no, and the price after discount, and the total price, the whole total price with the discount. And then it will ask the user to either he want to continue to process another customer or not. And now let me see the demo how the program goes. Yeah. Okay, enter the customer name. Let's say we choose room A, and then put the number of days. Let's say we choose 3 days. If we ask either want to add breakfast and lunch, let's say we put yes. And lastly, we come up with summary, which is the total price, the discount, and the status of additional charge, and the total price include the discount and the additional charge. And then we will ask the user to either to want to continue. Let's say we type yes, and then it will continue repeating the same process but different customer. Let's say we type another customer, and then let's say we choose C, and the amount of days, let me see, less than 3 days with 2 days. Okay, let's we answer no. And okay, this is the total price without discount and without any additional charge. And let me see, let me click answer no, it will exit the program. No, okay. So for the conclusion, I can conclude that this program is suitable for small hotel, small company business to for them to compute, easy to compute their total price by use programming without using manually. That's all from us. Thank you.
Okay, good presentation. So far, no much to say because this could it is good work done by you guys. So I just want you to submit your report with together with plus program. Okay. And your presentation is less than 10 minutes, so it's nice. Other than that, so far, so presentation is good. And after you guys submit the report, that's not the end, because if I find any part that you need to edit. So I will give the feedback later. But if not, um, it should be fine lah for your for your system project. Okay. So no correction for today. You just submit what you have got. Okay. You just send email. Okay. That's all.
Thank you, sir.
So,
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
So this is last final group for today kan. So hari ni tiga group je.
yes, sir.
Yes,
Kenapa?
sir.
Kenapa tiga je? Kenapa nak buat esok?
Sebab tak tahu ke?
Okay. Apa okay, by the way, untuk test, semua tahu kan masuk apa kan? Topik apa?
Function ya sir.
Function je.
Dengan
Array.
Dan?
array.
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 Dan?
Ada dalam